musical chairs at the top of the table over the Vanarama National League. As of today, again, we have a new leader at the top of the table. But will they still be there after this coming matches? We'll take a little look next. Let's give another prediction video today. We're looking forward to match number 26 over in the Vanarama National League, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe button and get back and take all things National League related, but Rovers related, world football related. We got it all here, boys. Under one roof. Guess right, Stockport County now, your leaders, and they are on red hot form. Of course, sitting top of the table ahead of the likes of Chesterfield, Halifax Town, and even bloody Bromley. But of course, who's going to be there after these round of matches? We'll look at it. We'll evaluate it all in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They're the Patreons, guys. Thank you for your loving behind the scenes. I really appreciate it. And of course, if you want to help us out, check out the link down below, patreon.com/Roverseas. So here we go then. Of course, recapping those past games. This past midweek, I think. Was it midweek? I can't really remember, but anyway, here they are. Of course, there's a couple of surprises here. Aldershot could only muster a draw against Southend. Am I right? Am I right in thinking that was a draw? It was a bloody draw. Surprise, surprise. I thought Southend were on incredible form. Meanwhile, kicking forward, Bromley kept on winning with the 1-0 win over Woking. Of course, they are definitely in contention for the big time. Even the show, they call it, the show. Dover got their first win in what feels like, in fact, their first win of the season. 1-0 win over Eastleigh. Goodness gracious me. Eastleigh, of course, middle of the road there, but a big win for Dover. You know, they deserve that at the very least. Barnet against Chesterfield will do that again another time. Meanwhile, Weymouth up against Dagenham was a 2-1 win for Dagenham Redbridge. Of course, they're back in the thick of things for at least the playoff race anyway. Halifax Town got a bit of an upset against Boreham Wood, you would think, especially at home. Both of those guys again in prime position to make a little push for the top spots there. Kicking on forward, we have Kings Lynn. Altrincham, we'll do that again as well another day. Stockport County did beat Maidenhead 3-0 in the end. Torquay United did lose to Solihull Moors. They're back to anyways. Wealdstone picked up a draw against Notts County, and Deadpool FC picked up a 1-0 over Grimsby, and they go within touching distance of top spot as well. It is anybody's guess as to who's going to go to the show. That's right, next time around then. This is the state of play in the table right here, right now. Stockport County lead the charge, 48 points on the board, 47 points there for Chesterfield, and Halifax Town are in third with 47, with Bromley on the same amount of points. Down the foot though, it's Dover, Kings then going down. In fact, I see 3 teams going to go down. Here's 3 teams going down, and Weymouth are well in that discussion right here, right now. Of course, we'll evaluate all of it more now as we kick on forward to the next round of matches. But before that, just a small matter of our prediction league. Of course, only a few years participating right now, but of course, this is the state of play for the league right here. Winky and Deep at the Great kicked ass this past week. Well done to you, picking up 5 out of the respectable 9, I think, there, with Jimmy Watt and, of course, Shepherd Russell also doing bits as well for the patrons. Respect my patrons, of course, kicking ass. This is, of course, the second half of the season table, and we have Deep at the Great running away with it right now. 20 points on the board, leading the charge. And the Busters in second, and Jimmy Boy is in third in the table, brother. Of course, in the mini league, it's the second half of the season league. Of course, there is the Master League, which of course we will reveal about that next week, I think, after the conclusion of this weekend's matches. Get involved, prediction league it is. /non-league. It's free to enter. Good bit of fun. Get your name in lights, of course. But of course, we are now looking forward to these round of matches. So let's get into it, shall we? Alright then, folks, let's kick it all off with the next round. And starting off with the next round will be Boreham up against Kings Lynn. Now, these games are scheduled to take place on the 29th of Jan. So let's get into the deep end, of course, and evaluate the first game. It is Boreham up against Kings Lynn. Played each other 3 times since 2020. Of course, 3 wins for Boreham, nothing for Kings Lynn, and 0 draws. Boreham look very, very good, of course, and they haven't lost in the last 16 home matches. They come into this, though, 83% form, winning 4 of the past 5 as well. Up for Kings Lynn, though, lost 4 in the bounce for them, 17% form for them right now. Just 1 win in in 6. Last time they played each other in Boreham was back in May 2021. It was a 5-1 win for Boreham. They also played each other this season back in King's Lynn. It was a 1-0 win for Boreham on the road. Also, speaking of the Wood, they of course coming at you with a 1-0 win at Halifax Town. Of course, Southend though did beat King's Lynn back on the 21st of Jan. Basic odds on this one. The basic odds go with the host here. Boreham Wood will take this. Of course, they've got a small match of an FA Cup match up against Bournemouth coming at you very, very soon. But of course, they should be fancied here over King's Lynn. I'm going to go with them as well with a 2-0 win to take it to the house. Kicking on further, what do we have? We have Bromley, of course, flying high right now up against Notts County. Bit of a challenge this one. Played each other 5 times 2019. 2 for Bromley, 1 for Notts County, and 2 draws, of course. Notts County, they're winning 4 in the bouts. Scrap that. Notts County unbeaten in at least 8 games. Goodness gracious me, they actually won 5 of the last 6. 92% form for them right now. Bromley have won 4 in the bouts. 75% form for them right now. They look very, very good indeed. Of course, last time I played in Bromley was a 1-0 win for Bromley. That was back in May 2021. In fact, the away side hasn't won this game, of course, over the course of those 5 matches, stretching all the way to 2019. Bromley picking up a 1-0 win over Woking. Of course, Notts County picking up a 0-0 draw against Wealdstone last time around. It is tight across the bookies on this one. Very, very narrow margins between Bromley and Notts County, but of course, there is a favourite, and it is Bromley, but only just. For me, I think I'm going to go with Bromley to get at least a point on this one. 1-1 in the end. It's very, very tight. It could go any which way, but Sunday. Of course, Dagenham, they're going to be taking on Southend United. Scrap that. They're not playing Dagenham. They're taking on Halifax Town. Get it right. Get it right. There it is. Also on the 29th of Jan. Played each other 20 times these two sides. 2002, 5 wins to Dagenham, 10 for Halifax. And we've got 5 draws. Just 1 defeat though in the past 6 games for Dagenham. 75% form for them right now. Up against the Halifax side, we've got back-to-back defeats. 58% form for them at the moment. Coming at you though, last time around, in Dagenham was a 3-0 win for Dagenham. That was way back in May 2021. In fact, the home side has won 5 of the last 6 of these matches between each other, with the only exception being a draw. So the away side never won this home game at home, so it's backs against the wall for Halifax. Speaking of Halifax, they're coming to us on the back of a 1-0 loss against Boreham Wood. Back-to-back goalless affairs for them in the goal-scoring department, losing back-to-back 1-0s. Dagenham picking up a 2-1 win over Weymouth, and the bookies odds go in favour again with the host here, Dagenham, to take this one, but only just. They're just going to nick it according to the bookies. I'm giving it to them as well. 2-1 win for Dagenham on the at home. Kicking off forward, it'll be Dover, of course, on the back of that win, but this time we're taking on Southend, who have hit a bit of form right now. These two sides played each other 2 times in 2019, 1 apiece. Of course, 17% form for Dover right now, up against the Southend side, 67% form, who've just lost once in the past 6 games. Kicking off forward, the last time played was a 4-1 win for Southend, way back in November 2021. That was this season, the reverse fixture at Absolute Hall. But however, last time they played at Dover was in November 2019. It was the FA Cup match, and Dover won it 1-0 in the end. Dover picking up a 1-0 win over Eastleigh last time around. Southend picked up a draw on the road, 1-1 in the end on that one. Of course, the bookies will go with Southend. They've turned a corner, I think. And we're going to start to make a push for those playoffs once again. Going to go with a win for Southend here, despite Dover's big win last time around. Kicking off forward though, it's Eastleigh. They're going to be taking on Chesterfield. Of course, Eastleigh were the losers against Dover's first game. Of course, is it going to be one win all season for Dover? We'll have to see about that. This is the late kick-off over in the National League. It's Eastleigh against Chesterfield over at Eastleigh. Played the 7 times 2018. 4 was for Chesterfield, 2 for Eastleigh, and 1 draw. Eastleigh coming to this 4 defeats on the mounts, 33% form right now. Up against the Chesterfield side, just 1 win in 4 for them, 50% form for them right in the moment. Of course, last round over in Eastleigh, it was a 1 win for Chesterfield. That was back in April 2021. They also played the reverse fixture in Chesterfield back in October, and it was a 1-0 win for Chesterfield as well. In fact, Chesterfield beaten Eastleigh 4 games on the spin, and haven't conceded a goal in those last 4 games. So they like playing Eastleigh quite recently anyway. Eastleigh picked up a loss against Dover. Chesterfield picked up a 0-0 draw against Aldershot last round. Of course, Chesterfield are your 100% favourites on this one. Back the boys on this one. Chesterfield will win this one. Another clean sheet to boot. Kicking off forward, we have Barnet up against Stockport County. Of course, Barnet have been hit by the COVID restraints at the moment. Of course, but they're back in action today. Looking forward to this one. 14 times they played since 2005. 5 wins for Barnet, 6 for Stockport County, and 3 draws. Barnet, though, without a win in at least 5 games. Goodness gracious me, with Stockport winning 8 on the spin. Goodness gracious me, 100% form for them right now. Last time around, though, of course, over in Barnet was a 2-1 win for Stockport. That was back in December 2020. And they come into this on they did lose, though. They did lose to Barnet in Stockport way back in October this season. Chesterfield beat Barnet last time around 4-1 loss. That's way back on the 15th of Jan. Stockport will pick up a 3-0 win over Maidenhead. Going into this 1, 2, 3, 4 games without conceding a goal. In fact, they've just conceded 1 goal in the last 6 games. That's incredible stuff for Stockport County. Of course, they are overwhelming favourites on this one, and I think I'm going to give it to them as well. But I see them conceding a goal against Barnet. Let's kick it on forward. Weymouth up against Aldershot then, shall we? Because Weymouth appear to be in a bit of trouble. Up against Aldershot, who have started climbing the table slowly but surely. Played 7 times, 2006, 3 wins apiece and a draw. Weymouth went out winning 5 now. Up against the Aldershot side, just one defeat in the past 5. 42% form for them as well. Coming at you though, last round over in Weymouth, it was a 3-0 win for Aldershot. Was back in April 2021. In fact, the home side hasn't won this game in the last 5 occasions. Because last time the home side won was when Aldershot hosted Weymouth back in 2007. It was a 1-0 win for Aldershot. Meanwhile, Dagenham picked up 2-1 win over Weymouth last round. Aldershot picked up a draw against Southend last round. Of course, it's been back-to-back draws for Aldershot heading into this one. Of course, the bookies go with Aldershot on the road here. They are the favourites. Weymouth are your underdogs. So I'm going to back a draw myself right down the middle. I cannot separate the two sides for this. Kicking off forward, it is Woking. They're going to take on Yeovil over in Woking. Of course, played each other 7 times 2003. Just 1 win for Woking, 4 for Yeovil, and 2 draws. However, Woking committed 1-2, lost 2 of the last 4, 42% form up against the Yeovil side, who haven't won in the last 6 games. In fact, they lost 6 on the bounce. Goodness gracious me. Meanwhile, the last picture in Woking was a draw way back in November 2020. They also played each other twice this season, twice at Yeovil, and Yeovil won both of them. One was in, of course, the league back in October. Of course, they also played each other in the FA Trophy in December, and Yeovil won both of those as well. They're looking for a three-peat today. Woking coming to on the back of that loss against Bromley. Yeovil did lose to Redbridge FC 2-1 last time around. The odds, didn't see those. The odds go in favour of Woking for this one at home. I don't know about me. I'm going to go with the 2-1 for Yeovil. They're going to break the hoodoo here and get back to winning ways. Grimsby Town, and they're going to be taking on Wealdstone, of course, must win. You think for Grimsby here, played each other according to my eyes. Just the one time to 2021 was the reverse fixture, and I'll elaborate on that in a minute. However, Grimsby coming to just 1 win and 6 for them, 25% form up against a Wealdstone side, also 1 win and 6, 25% form for them right now. Last time I played was in Wealdstone, and it was a Wealdstone win, of course, and it was back in October. It was a 1-0 win back in the day. Meanwhile, Wealdstone picked up a draw against Notts County. It's been back-to-back games without scoring a goal for them. In fact, back-to-back games without scoring a goal. Meanwhile, Grimsby coming to the back of a loss against Wrexham, of course, and they also are, but they are the favourites for this one. Red hot favourites for this one. Grimsby massively so Grimsby are your favourites. Wealdstone are your massively unfancied team here. They are the long shots. So I'm going to go with Grimsby as well. With the 2-0 win to take it to the house. Kicking on forward into the final 2 now. We have Solihull Moors. They're going to be taking on Altrincham, of course, on the 29th of Jan as well. Played each other 9 times, 2011. 3 wins on the spin for Solihull Moors. Altrincham without a win at least 11 games. Good description, 8% forward for them right now. Coming at you though, last round over in Solihull. It was a 4-0 win for Solihull back in May 2021. That was last season. They also played each other this season, of course, back in October in Altrincham. It was a 2-1 win for Solihull. They've actually won 3 on the bounce against Altrincham coming at you. They also come to this on the back of a 2-0 win over Torquay. And it's actually been 3 games without conceding a goal for Solihull at the moment. Torquay did beat Altrincham last time around, and of course that will play heavy on the bookies' odds. The bookies' odds go in favour of Solihull more. They are the favourites for this one quite comfortably, especially at home, and I'm going to back them as well with a 2-1 win over Altrincham to take to the house. And then wrap it up will be, of course, Deadpool FC Wrexham taking on Maidenhead. That's right, of course, looking forward to this one in Wales. Played each other 9 times 2017, 4 wins for Wrexham, 3 for Maidenhead, and 2 draws. Just 1 defeat the past 6 games for Wrexham, 83% form for them right now. Against the Maidenhead side, just 1 defeat the past 5 for them, at 58% form for them at the moment. Last round over in Wrexham was a 1-0 win for Maidenhead. That's back in October 2020. They also played each other in the reverse fixture back in October. Over in Maidenhead, it was a 3-2 win for Maidenhead as well. Wrexham, though, did beat Grimsby last time around. Maidenhead did lose to Stockport County last time around. Coming at you, though, the bookies will go in favour of Wrexham. They are on the push here. They want to make it. In fact, they're trying to push for top honours as well. Win for them could mathematically go top bins. For me, going to go back with the Deadpool here, FC on this one with a 3-1 win for Wrexham over Maidenhead in the end. That's, of course, my take on this one. Be sure to get your own take on it as well using the link /non-league. It's all a bit of fun. Now, if you think yourself are a non-league football expert and want to get involved in some video content creation, get involved with the channel down below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in your comment section. Say, hey, I'm interested in making some content. Also, be sure to give the video some love, and anyway, smash the old thumbs up, smash or subscribe. It does wonders for the old algorithm as well, trying to get these videos up there as we get to the meaty part of the season. But anyway, of course, support the channel as well. Take a look at the old Patreon link, and of course, I'll see you back again for the next round of matches.